My name is Jane Muinde, PhD student, School of Medicine, from Earth and Biological Sciences, and this is my testimony to the glory of God. I was born in Kenya and raised by a very poor family. Growing up was very hard because I was the firstborn among 8 siblings. I never had the privilege of wearing shoes until I was in class 8 for my KCPE exams. I always dreamed of studying abroad to improve the status of my family. My journey to Loma Linda began in 2021, soon after COVID closed the door on my first PhD attempt at Leicester University in UK, and I got the golden opportunity to come to Loma Linda after 2 other candidates opted out. Going through school here in Loma Linda was extremely hard. I was raising my 2 teenage sons alone, away from home, while working at the Drayson Center, writing my thesis for my first PhD, and this was really tough. Throughout my academic journey, I found strength in prayer and in the Word of God. I could not have made it without all the support from EBS, faculty, exceptional mentors, my fellow students, family, and friends whose inspiration have made and shaped the person that I am today. The Pioneer Sabbath School provided support in growing my faith, and I stand here today as a testimony that God can be trusted. In December 15th of 2023, I graduated with my first PhD in forensic biotechnology from Kenyatta University. And in 2024, however, my sons were involved in 3 consecutive car accidents, and my younger one was diagnosed with cancer in his throat. Battling depression and low funds left me devastated, but the Lord never abandoned me. I found strength in pursuing the Loma Linda University's mission, seeking to further the healing and teaching ministry of Jesus. I always saw in Dr. Hart, our president, a living example of this statement. And putting my pain aside, I focused on God and serving others. I volunteered to teach anatomy and physiology at a community college down here in San Bernardino. I also established a personal prayer ministry that served Loma Linda University, Victoria, Rancho, All Nations African Church, Maranatha in New Jersey, Milton Keynes, UK, as well as Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and South Africa. The Lord rewarded my academic efforts. In April 2024, I received the Best Biomedical Science Poster Award, and I was featured in Student News. This rekindled my faith, and I stepped out with one big mission: to plant 1 million trees in East Central African countries to celebrate God and as the creator, as well as combat climate change. And while on this mission, I was academically rewarded by getting the American Association for Women in Cancer Scholar Award. I wish I could stop here on this very high note, but just 3 weeks ago, my older son was attacked by a gang in Redlands, leaving my family traumatized, and all my hopes to graduate were gone. However, I thank God for you all, my church family, my friends, faculty, especially our dean, Dr. Fletcher, Dr. Phillips, Professor Iris, Dr. Peterson, who just among a few people took time to pray for me and support me while I was at the ER fighting for the life of my son. As I graduate today with a second PhD in biology, focusing on ovarian cancer, done only in 3.5 years, I may not know where the Lord leads me from here, but this is what I take away from Loma Linda: true sacrificial servanthood while furthering the healing and teaching ministry of Jesus. As I conclude, I've learned to be strong, Never pray for an easy life. Pray to be a stronger person. Never pray for tasks equal to your power. Pray for power equal to your tasks. We're not here to play, dream, or drift. We've got hard work to do and loads to lift. Shun not the struggle. Face it. It's God's gift. Be strong. Stand up. Speak out bravely in God's name. Be strong. No matter how hard the battle goes, faint not. Fight on. Tomorrow comes the song of victory. Thank you.